and in today's video I will show you how you can make a protective face mask for you and the people around you. I made these patterns which you can download for free on my website. I will leave the link where you can find them in the description box below. After downloading them, you just have to print them and check the test score with a ruler to verify all the measurements are printed correctly. As you probably already know, there is a shortage of N95 masks around the world. We should leave those for healthcare professionals and those who are already sick because they are the ones that need them the most. Data shows that homemade masks can remove around 50 to 60% of virus-sized particles. So it is definitely better than not wearing any protection at all. Once you have your mask, it's recommended not to wear for prolonged periods of time. It is ideal for a quick run to buy groceries or if you have to be in a place with a few more people for a short time. Wash the mask after each time you use it, and you can boil water and let it sit for some time, then wash it with soap. It is ideal to have 2 or more masks so you can alternate between them while one is being washed. For this mask, I use cotton fabric and non-woven polypropylene fabric. Also, 18 inches or 45 centimeters of thin elastic cord for the straps of the mask. With the patterns printed and the fabric previously washed, I cut 2 pieces on the fabric I will use as a lining. And with the right sides of the fabric facing each other, I cut 2 pieces for the front of the mask. Then I cut 2 pieces of elastic that measure 9 inches long each one. The first step is to sew the center front of the face mask. Pin the right sides of the fabric facing each other. And stitch together with a 3/8 of an inch seam allowance. I fold the seam allowances towards one side and then with the right side up, top stitch about 1/8 of an inch from the seam. I did this first on the lining, looking like this, and then did the same thing on the main fabric. This will reduce the bulk from the seam allowances underneath and will help to keep them in place without the need of using the iron. Then I continue with the sides. If you have a serger, you can use it to finish the edge of the fabric. But if not, you can fold each side about 5/8 of an inch towards the inside of the mask. Then pin in place. And using a small zigzag stitch of 1.8 length and 3.5 wide, sew along the raw edge of the fabric. This way you are going to hold the edges fold and will help to keep the fabric from fraying. I stitch on both sides of the fabric and the lining. Looks like this from the front. Then I place the right sides of the fabric facing the right side of the lining like this. And secure with pins on the edge and center. Then sew the top and bottom of the mask using a straight stitch of 3/8 of an inch away from the edge of the fabric. Remove the pins and turn the mask right side out. each side. I take one of the ends of the elastics and insert it 3 or 5/8 of an inch inside the side of the face mask. Pin in place, and then do the same with the other end of the elastic. Once it's pinned in place, I go to the other side of the face mask and repeat the same steps. To secure the elastics in place, I'm going to top stitch the top and bottom edges of the face mask. I do this by stitching 1/8 of an inch away from the edge and checking along the way that the fabric of the edge is laying flat and there is no extra fabric fold inwards, especially when sewing on the curve. When sewing over the elastics, backstitch a couple times to secure them in place. And if you want, you can also use a small zigzag stitch for a stronger hold. After sewing one of the edges, this is how it looks from the front. And then I repeat the same top stitching on the other edge. This is the last step of the sewing process and your face mask will look like this. The length of the elastics I use is a little bigger than necessary, so you can adjust it for your comfort with some knots on each side. There is also this type of rubber adjuster you can add to your face mask, but the knot technique is still pretty practical and easy to make your face mask adjustable. Now let's talk about what will make your face mask more effective, and this is the filter. There are mask filters that have an activated carbon layer and are designed to be inserted in this type of face mask. I will leave the link of where you can get them in the description box below. The other alternative to create a filter is using non-woven fabric like payon, made 100% of polypropylene, and it is water resistant. For example, if we make a test using water and simulating how this material will react when someone sneezes or coughs, you can see that it won't easily go through compared to what will happen to other types of material, where the liquids pass through it immediately like this. Cut some rectangles of non-woven material. You can use 2 of these per mask and insert them from one of the sides of your face mask. Once they are inside, just make sure they are laying flat, and your face mask will be ready to wear. Remember that anything you desire and imagine, you can create it. The power of turning the invisible into visible lies in your hands. I created the designs of this face mask in collaboration with my friends of Olson, who also have these beautiful reusable shopping bags. So if you are looking for a practical, eco-friendly and stunning option for your next trip to the grocery store, you can find it with them. These are complicated times for all of us, but through your talents, skills and creativity you can bring beacons of light and inspiration to this world. I hope this video and the ideas here can be of service to you. And if this was helpful or you think it can help someone else, please share it so it can serve more people. Thank you so much for subscribing, and remember to click on the little bell button to know when a new video is ready. My wish for you is that this extra time at home will allow you to create many more things that will make you happy. Sending you lots of happy vibes, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye!